My journey to the UK didn't start as a mom or as a skilled worker. No, I came here as a skilled worker. I studied, I grinded, I graduated with distinction, and then I built life. I found love. I got married. We became a couple, we traveled, and then we became a family, and I became a mom. Hi everyone, my name is Chidima. I'm starting this channel so I can document my real life, motherhood, immigrant journey, and just generally my lifestyle. So if you're a migrant woman, a mom trying to build a life abroad, or just an international student or mom living abroad, anyone, you're welcome here. This is the channel for you. Every immigrant has a unique story, and mine is also unique to me because I am someone who was looking for clarity at some point in my life. I thought that what I needed was just to change location, and I believe that really helped me. So I started looking for ways to change my location. I got tired of being in Nigeria. It looks as if I am somewhere where I don't really feel appreciated, or things are not just going. In fact, it just started feeling as if things I don't really fit in. So I started looking for how to escape, and that was when I decided to come to the UK. When I was trying to come to the UK, I had the option to also go to Canada, but because I am in a haste to leave, I just want to change location. I think it just has something to do with my mindset and how I'm feeling at that particular time. So I decided to go to the UK because I believe it will be faster for me. Meanwhile, I never knew that there was this Japa syndrome, because I always tell people, even after I came here, everybody I meet, I said, I didn't leave because people were leaving. I didn't leave because there was a Japa syndrome. In fact, I wasn't even aware. I realized that a lot of people was trying to leave Nigeria only after I went to the TLS to submit my passport. That is when it dawned on me that, wow, a lot of people are trying to escape this country. Well, my reasons were purely genuine, and being someone who studied economics, I've engaged in quite a whole lot of small businesses. I've done businesses related to perfume, skincare, jewelry, fashion items, a lot, shoes. So I believe I'm business inclined. I did my MBA in LASU. I was still waiting for my final results before I decided to travel. Truth is, if I have gotten my results before I travel, I would have come here to do my PhD. But unfortunately, I didn't have the result to apply for a PhD program. So I love business. I've been doing business. I believe I'll be a business owner one day. So I decided to stay in line, and I decided to study an international business because I've had quite a little experience. I've been working in Nigeria and then studied economics and MBA. So I believe that international business is a good addition to what I already know. So I applied to 14 schools, and then I got admitted to 12 schools. One of the university asked me to rewrite my personal statement. The other one just asked for something. I just didn't bother again. So I chose the one that gave me the best option, University of Lincoln. When I arrived in the UK, well, the story of how I came to the UK, that one will is a whole different story of how I boarded the flight, things that happened, and how I thought that I'm going to crash. That one is a whole different story. So, but when I arrived at the UK, I think I'm the first person from my family I know that was coming to the UK. It's not like we've not traveled abroad, but I mean coming to live in the UK, not holidaying. So I didn't know anybody. I don't have any friends or family. So while I was coming, I had to book the student accommodation to make life easy for me. I don't want to come and get stranded. And then I was lucky enough that the school sent a taxi to come and pick me up. It was in the option, so I chose it. There was a school taxi waiting for me. In fact, the school taxi was the one that helped me to secure the key to my accommodation, because I arrived from the airport. I arrived the airport at 4 o'clock, and you know in UK most of the offices close by 5. So by the time we are getting back to Lincoln, I think it's around 8 p.m. and all. So It was the taxi driver the school sent that made a call, and my keys were handed over to the security and all. So I was able to settle in. It wasn't quite easy because it's like I just woke up, pick up my bags, not knowing what to expect, landed in a new country, and boom, I'm navigating it. Landing, I started hearing things like tier 2 visa, you have to change your visa, you have to do this. Well, everybody's here, that's what they're doing, so I have to fit in. I don't know what really life has in store for me, but I was really hoping and anticipating that I will get into that professional field. I've always been an automobile service advisor, a professional customer service personnel. Sorry, my baby said this is the only way I can share my story peacefully. I can share my story peacefully, so let's continue. I was really thinking I'm going to get into that professional field as a professional person I've been, but the reverse was the case. Well, it took me 2 months to even get my first job, and when I did, it was in domiciliary care, and I had to drive. So that was also one of the biggest, will I say, biggest challenge I had to take on arriving in the UK. I wasn't a constant driver when I was in Nigeria, although I can drive, but coming to the UK and being a constant driver just to earn a living. And then fast forward from one job to the other, I keep moving from one job to the other. One of the jobs I did I loved so much was when I was a student ambassador. At least I did something out of healthcare, because all the jobs I did was almost like, is it that care support worker and all, and I wasn't really fancying it as at then. I'm still trying to see where I can fit in. Fast forward, and then we have to struggle, do all the assessment. In fact, in my 1 year of study, I think I did up to 12 or more than assessment, because there are so many presentations, PowerPoint, essay writing. We even have to build a website or a blog and all. In the end, I wrote exam too as well. In the end, graduated, and I graduated with distinction on period. Yeah, on period, I graduated with distinction. Okay. So after before my graduation, that was when life started dawning on me that, yeah, you're getting into the real deal while you're here. Okay, from house hunting, it wasn't easy. In fact, I lost money in the process of, when you have to pay deposits and it's non-refundable, and then you let her didn't take the house. So I lost money in a non-refundable deposit trying to find a house. At the end of the day, I got a house that I would only viewed online. I didn't get the chance to go view it physically, and I had to move. I have until February 5th to leave the student accommodation. So I was just in a haste. And to even get that house wasn't easy for me, because I have to bring a guarantor who has some documents that I don't know where to provide from in the UK. So, but funny enough, just a total stranger I met in the UK helped me, submitted his driving license, everything they asked of him. So thanks to him, I got a house. I finally moved. My moving was very funny because I was just packing all my stuffs inside my A2A collapse and dragging them at night to my new place. So after I moved, the same day I moved was the same day I met my husband online. We said hi for the first time. Things went by quickly, met him February 5th, and in 2 months, I was able to change my visa, and luckily enough, with my husband's help, I was able to get a skilled worker visa. And then, because I don't even know how it happened, I met my husband. It's like if we are not even in for talking stage or anything. Everything was just going by quickly. We discussing, how do you change your visa? The next thing we found ourselves discussing is how to get a new house. And then the next thing we find ourselves discussing is how do we build a future. And just like that, it just keeps going on and on. Before you know what was happening, I was preparing for my graduation party and my family is to come. And because me and my husband to be then, we're already looking for a house together. And the next thing, my family is coming. So we are like, well, let's just get married when they will be here, so they will be part of the celebration. It's an opportunity. Just like that, started planning marriage. Bride price was paid in just a couple of months. In June, bride price was paid at back home in absentia, and my mom and my brother came, applied for their visiting visa, and it was granted, luckily. And then they came for our graduation, and we used that opportunity, and we had our court marriage. Our court marriage process wasn't even it's not just something you just go easily. It's also a process whereby you apply, you give a notice of marriage, you wait, the home office will do their stuff, you get a letter, you do the payments and all, choose your date of marriage and everything. So we got married in November. We did our court marriage in November. Yeah, our civil marriage in November. It's the beginning of life for us, and we decided to travel. It's everything wasn't so easy then also, but we said whatever it is, this has been 2023 was, we accomplished a lot in 2023, just doing all that, changing visa and all, after being a student and getting married, inviting my mom over, graduation, everything. So we decided to go on holiday. It was winter, but we decided to holiday. Trust me, when we holiday, it's freezing. It's freezing. Yeah, it's freezing cold, but we still did it, and I'm glad we did. It was a very beautiful memory. And then, as Igbos, we are. My husband is also Igbos. Both of us, we are from Anambra, Nigeria. Both of us are from Anambra, Nigeria. So we started planning on how to go and fulfill other things like traditional marriage and white wedding. And then 2024 was just all about that. We were working, we're making money, but we're just planning our wedding. October last year, we traveled, had our white wedding and traditional marriage, and came back. I became pregnant in December. Somebody shout hallelujah! Isn't the Lord so wonderful? I became pregnant immediately in December 2024, and then 2025 was a roller coaster. I'm going to make a separate YouTube video on how I had my baby, everything that happened, the moments we spent in NICU. So don't always forget that everything about motherhood, real life, and all my challenges will be here. So I had my baby in August in a very, I don't know how to describe that. It's traumatic, it's everything, but we owe it all to the fact that I'm carrying my baby right now, like I am having my baby. And trust me, I owe the life of my baby to God, and also to all the healthcare professionals, the doctors. In fact, it's almost like an impossible case, but yeah, I truly appreciate the efforts of those doctors. And that's how I went from international students to a skilled worker, to a couple, to a mom, and now we are a family of 3 living in the UK. I started this journey to share these transitions, moments, lessons, growth, experiences. And trust me, this is not a place for perfection. It's not a place for perfection. It's a place of real life, real stories. And currently, I'm on maternity leave. I'm learning how to balance motherhood with work, because I'm still going to resume work. So now I'm going to be sharing updates on how I'm balancing life abroad, motherhood, childcare, work, and everything, and how it's all going. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share this video. So I'll be ending it here. In my next video, we'll be talking about real life day situations, like what a day in my life looks like, or what a season in my life looks like, how it is navigating having a baby, going out, coming back home, things you should be aware, things you should not, and all that. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and always stay tuned for updates. Bye. Bye bye. Baby, say bye.